It's a rainy day. Okay. All right. What's up? I'm back. It's me, Lucky. Let's read. Okay. I just want to do a shout out to Team Lotus and the Lotus Squad. I've been watching this young lady and her tarot videos. She goes live and she throws it down. And it's just so inspiring to see really not only the fact that she resonates, but the fact also that she's living it and it parallels, my life and other people's lives, obviously. And, it just goes to show that, tarot exists in this kind of frequency. Okay. And, what tarot is really doing, tarot is taking a snapshot of the probability field. Okay. So as we flip these cards, we are traveling through this field of probability, and we're actually starting to document it, which is, again, what I think is so phenomenal about YouTube and seeing tarot readers on YouTube. And I've been reading tarot for over 20 years. And, I've learned so much just from watching people on YouTube and watching people respond and watching people who resonate, don't resonate, and thinking about these reasons why. And just noticing that this full body of tarot has expanded into something that actually probably is getting quite scientific. So, the more that we actually flip cards, the more that these are going to be measurable to, our mortal sciences. And as we are able to measure and understand more about how tarot is able to, tap into this frequency, this wave field, if we're able to kind of measure that more often and then kind of understand how these events play out, and then still tie these events to astrological occurrences. And there is a amazing Russian, I'm so bad with names. I should have had these shout outs written down. I want to say Lady Ducheva, okay? And Lotus 1111. Oh, what's that girl's name? Okay, I'll find it. Mistress Lotus. Yeah, okay. And and Sunshine Tarot. These powerful women who are out here reading cards and basically inspiring me. Please chat. I hope you guys are chatting. Yeah, I hope you guys, if people come in here. These ladies have gotten me to get back into the game and try to be a little more committed. Okay, so all right, my friends, let's get started. I got a couple of people in here. So let's flip. I want to show you guys my super deck. Okay, if you are a tarot junkie like me, okay, this is what I call the super deck. I have gotten the before tarot, the after tarot, and the new vision tarot, the full decks, all shuffled together. Okay, so now what is really fascinating me, and I'm all about the technology, okay, this phenomena, and we all should be studying a little more quantum physics as well as studying the occult sciences and physics, real physics, okay, Newtonian physics, okay, but understanding how this stuff works, you can start to do some mad tricks. Okay, so what's up, Logan? Hey, Logan Bjork, I remember you. Yeah, I remember you. Okay, I'm totally back. Yeah, I'm in Orlando now on my mini the journeys of the fool. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I've got I want to flip these cards. Okay. I want to show you guys this. All right. This is 3 decks all together. And I get amazing readings out of it. And seeing the coincidences, the synchronicities is incredible. You start getting, 3, Queen of Pentacles in a row, something like that is pretty amazing. All right. So let's check it out. Okay, and so I've shuffled all of this prior. It's, clearly a big process. Now, what I do believe about the tarot, again, tarot tech, I'd probably hashtag this tarot tech. So maybe I should just make it a different show. But anyway, so, I'm able to really put my intention in with this last kind of shuffle like this, like how I'm just kind of like moving it through, because now I'm also tapping into the random, this field of randomness. Okay. And, as we are totally understanding these astrological frequencies, as I said before, there are frequencies and there are wavelengths and there are rays of light that are, there are rays of energy that are coming from these moving, orbiting bodies around the sun. So, we are receiving these, we are, processing these, we are all acting them out. And obviously astrology is real for anyone who really ever studies that, and tarot is real. Whoever has been affected by it, we know. So I'm rambling because I have been on my medical marijuana, and these things are explosive. Okay. So this medical marijuana, guys, this is going to light us up. So if you were here, toke up, smoke up, let's get these cards flipping. Okay. All right. So we are starting here. Now check this out. Okay. Now we've got the before tarot. Okay. And this is the 5 of Pentacles reverse. Okay. So this is us coming in out of the cold. And what we see in this image here is that, this white on white, is, you guys don't want to get lost in, you really want to come home. You really want to find a way to make ourselves differentiated, but still kind of a part of the group. Okay. And we want to be able to, okay. Now I'm going to have to show you guys a different time, my layouts. Okay, I've got some. You guys need to get a private reading, and I will blow your mind. Okay. Okay, so here's the deal. At the bottom of this small deck here is the Tower. Okay, and what we're seeing here is in the, I believe this is the after tarot. So no, this is before tarot. So we see people in here, and they're playing with fire. Okay, basically. Okay, there's storm brewing here. Okay, and we need to really be reading these signs. Okay, and paying attention before a disaster. Okay, so there's something about the fact that we really need to, it's really about positioning. We need to position ourselves. We really need to start moving away from conflict. We need to be thinking of things in a way that is actually on a much larger scope and a much larger scale. Okay, and by thinking of things in a longer view and having an attitude of, understanding, projects that are going to be taking years, and this thing is big on a relationship and, a possible breakup going on around in this collective energy. Okay. But moving on from a breakup, especially if we're not actually as cast out as it looks, but with this at the bottom of the deck, we still have to remember that we can avoid a problem. Okay. We don't have to have a problem with having, we don't have to have a problem. We can maneuver around a problem if we are able to just realize that we are still different and we need to be differentiated from the group. Okay. Now at the bottom of our feet here, we've got the 7 of Wands reverse, and this is kind of like my haters card. Okay. But this could also be that there are just a bundle of issues and a bundle of challenges that are kind of starting to add up. Okay. This could also be some of us kind of stocking up on our herbal supply. Okay. But not letting it overwhelm us. This is, those of us who are, smokers and tokers, we've got to realize that we've got to keep this stuff sacred and medicinal, because, that 420 experience can start to take on a life of its own. Okay. So, but this is really saying that this could be lots of tasks, lots of duties that need to be done, lots of a big need for people to be on point, okay, and in position, such as like if especially if you're an entrepreneur and you are, you are running a team of people, you're really going to have to be looking at the fine details of what each person is doing. There's a certain need to micromanage, basically, what this is saying. And this is, remember, this is a general reading for the collective. We're starting off. I just want to be clear. Sorry. We are in this general reading for the collective. Okay. And this is a general life reading. I will then go into a romance and then money reading. Okay. So, but I think that we are trying to, we're seeing this kind of need to move on. We're trying to move forward. There have been lots of challenges here. There have been lots of things to do. We're trying to get on top of these things to mobilize ourselves, okay, and move out of a negative relationship, okay, and move forward in a way that we can be more independent and again try to avoid this this kind of tower situation. We want to be prepared ahead of time, okay. And just being prudent, and that that prudence is going to require that we avoid letting our most intimate people. Sorry, I hope you can see these. I haven't been paying attention. I just started vibing out. But we cannot allow the people who are closest to us to actually anchor us and to hold us back. Okay. We've got to really be able to pay attention to the signs, on our own, and not be blinded by our romantic feelings or our bitter feelings. Even things toward any real family member or someone who is really in your family group. We cannot let any individual person start to obstruct our view of what really the landscape is looking like, because there's going to be a need for strategic action coming up here. Okay, if we are moving away, we are breaking free. Okay, we are moving into a new vista, a new space, a new territory, places that we've never been before. Okay, and we're going to be doing this, sharpened and honed, prepared. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Okay, now that is in my spread, that really represents the individual. Okay, now we're going to look at what is around us. We've got the, this Six of Wands reverse, and again, that's talking about this. This is really my haters card. And this is more of my like the world hates me kind of card, where it's like your tasks and your physical kind of duties. This one is more of like people and individuals who might be hating on you. Okay. So yeah, we are coming up against some adverse forces. Okay, but these are not things that we are X-Men enough to be able to handle this. Okay, we have the skills, the talents, the experience, the wherewithal to deal with this, any kind of situation that's going on right now. And again, we have to, in this Four of Pentacles, we have to release to our fate, release to our future. Okay. A lot of us actually know who we are inside, but we're too afraid to come out. Okay. So that's, again, why I gave that shout out to, Lotus Squad, Lotus Mistress, and, Lulu, and, Sunshine Tarot, because, these ladies really turned it out, and they really are making making a guy like me really want to come out and jump in this. Okay. So here we are in our situation right here. Because this is who I am, and this is who we are. Some of us really are magic. Okay. And, I'm a Scorpio rising, I'm a Leo sun, I'm a Cancer moon. And so this is, for me to jump out here, this is what it is for you all, it's us jumping out, rushing into our lives, our destinies, and our fates. Okay. We know who we are. We have to jump into it. We actually, the secret's been revealed with this new moon and these eclipses that have been happening. Like we should have known like a few days ago. By now, we should start manifesting the truth of who we are and the knowledge of that truth of who we are. And we should be rushing into our future and our destiny. Okay. And we should be rushing in, making these plans, setting things up, being active, being inspired, being a go-getter. Okay. The time is now. The time is now. It is time for us to rush in and save our own day and be our own hero for a change. You know, there is no room for Captain Save-A-Ho in this month. Pardon my French. Okay, we've got to save ourselves. We've got to work out our own salvation with that stuff. Okay, now this is the result. This is the physical manifestation. Is really us breaking these kind of like bonding relationships. And some of these this is a lot of cord cutting happening. Okay, and this is a lot of new connections. You know, and if you think of it like a brain, this is like these are old habits falling away. And these are new good habits and new synapses and new processes and new routines that we, you know, start to take up. A new way of life. Okay, this is that making lemons into a freaking napalm bomb. This is like falling and then realizing you're actually flying. Okay, so, you know, I mean, we have a lot to look forward to with, Okay, look at this big boat of cards. Okay, so this is awesome. Okay, so now that was a general reading. Okay, so now I'm going to stop the boat of cards. Okay, I'm going to move to a different deck, and we're going to do a couple different decks here, probably 3 different decks, a romance reading, okay, for the collective. All right. Anybody has a question? Yes, a lot of haters. Fuck the haters, okay? Is that you, Bjork? Bjork, I'll give you a reading. All right. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. All right, so love. Okay, this is for Bjork and the collective. All right. Let me pull these, and I'm going to do a quick little thing for you. Okay, for the collective, worth waiting for. Your future is worth waiting for, guys. It's worth preparing yourself. You know, it's worth doing the hard work. You know, it's worth like, you know, these people.